and that's perfectly fine. But if we get an input that's firing and we're not like running and we're not reloading, and in gun, the bullets in our gun is not less than or equal to 0, we can do these functions, okay? And if this condition is okay and everything, we'll do this. If fire time is less than equal to time.time. So when we do our fire rate and we shoot, we will we will plus an offset into this. So fire time, if it's greater than time.time, then we can't pull off all these function calls for our bullets, okay? And that's what we're doing. But this is done on enable every time to keep people from not being able to like switch guns and shoot really quickly. We may need to shift this a little more or whatnot for initialization purposes. A little bit more polish. Okay, now this is our start. We are going to initialize our sway script, which is a simple rotation of transforms based on our inputs on our mouse movement. Okay, a raw axis. We're not getting it raw, but we are getting inputs. So yeah, that will. Um, should I learn C# first before starting with Unity? I only have basic knowledge about C# from high school classes, or should I dive straight into Unity and try to learn while programming game? Okay, are you still in the chat for that? Are you still there? Because good old time delay and everything. Because here's the thing. To answer that question, I'm only going to give you my view of it because it's just how I think of it. All right. When it comes to C#, it's I think it's relatively easy to learn. If you have the basic knowledge of C#, like the very basic what an integer is, what a variable is, and everything, you can dive right into the API of it because you already have the base knowledge. If if you have at least the base knowledge, yeah, you could dive right into Unity and like just just go in there and break stuff or just flat out, just start coding something simple and then just keep building onto it and just do a lot of trial and error. You'll learn more off your mistakes and trial and error than I think you will in classes. Because I think in classes, they the reason why they have you do an assignment and then you ever have a teacher like go, I want you to relook at this because you could do better. Well, he's wanting you to look at your code and see what you do that could be better or just something's broken. It's a small little bug or the firing order that you have is wrong, but the code's great. And what I mean by firing order is, okay, like this right here for like on enable, this happens before start. So your initial code that you might needs to be in your enable and you've got it in your start. You've got them flopped around. And that you will learn in classes, yes. But I still think, yeah, I think your trial and error thing would be really great for people than just to just go and try to learn a language, from classes or whatnot, because that's basically all you're going to do in classes as well. Is you're going to look through a compiler, or there'll be errors in the book and they want you to find the errors. So yeah. Sup? But yeah, I think that would be my answer to it. I don't know how you would be feeling about it. A little coding. So okay, we've got a compiler error here that I've been annoyed with. So let's flip back over to Unity. And what's this? I get this a lot in their Unity. Is this null reference exception? It's when I'm reloading scripts and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if any of you guys uh, do you guys ever see that error when you're reloading your scripts and stuff like that too? Or is it just like a Unity bug that I have where I can just reinstall Unity and it stops doing that? Because it's like really annoying. It'll do it like every frame too on the console. Like this one right here. Really annoying. To me anyway. I was actually wondering if you knew Lua and like Gary mod coding, etc. Gary's mod isn't that um isn't that derived from C++? I'm pretty sure it's from C++. Lua code, Lua is like you have to use a different editor, that's for sure. They've got a Lua editor that works really good. I forget the name of it. Lua, I know a little bit into it, and I'm actually thinking about using some Lua code in Unity. You know, they have some cool uh, importers of Lua for you'll bring them in like as plugins, and it just basically interpreters. Yeah, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Man, I can't talk today. Wow. Some of those words are kind of hard to say though, because you don't use them every day. But yeah, isn't mod C plus plus? If it's C plus plus, oh yeah, I can smoke that thing. That's no problem. I know. That's because my gaming community needs a coder and someone who knows what they are doing with the server and it's able to code, not meant to sound like an advertisement. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking. If it's PHP, yeah, I know it, and I think it's the root of all evil. PHP is used probably for a lot of your authentication for like probably your logins and stuff like that. I hate that code. Like I know people who can like write it like nothing, and I hate that code. I'm not much in the outside of front end web development. Yeah, yeah. See that's another thing. See, a lot of things that I like to write are Java, okay, C++, C sharp, obviously, and Ruby. But I stay away from Ruby in a way because like it's nice sometimes, but I'd much rather do it in Java anyway. I think there's a little bit more control sometimes, and it's pretty fast too. So, but Gary's mod, pretty sure. Let me look. Let me Gmod coding language. Gary's mod. Introduce. Ooh, it's straight up Lua, isn't it? Wiki. I'm actually just googling it right now. Honestly, I know HTML and CSS, and even that I'm still learning. Well, here's the thing about it, and I'll tell you. Even after getting my associates for computer science or whatnot, I think that's just a building block, and they give you the ability to learn. Just generalize learn, and then it's up to you how good you get and skill wise for the rest of the stuff. I mean, that's what I think it actually is when I got my associates. I know like enough the program, but like I think my skill level is based on just how much I like the code or how much I actually do it. But that's kind of my opinion. Lua file is called in a script. It's plain text, blah blah blah. Editor, plain text. No. Ooh, it actually is Lua code by itself. That's what it said. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, there is a lot of really good tutorials about Lua out there. Lua code is not like something that just popped up. It's actually, um, I'll tell you. World of Warcraft uses Lua. Okay, all those like add-ons and stuff like that. If you're looking for somebody who could probably like code wise in Lua, look at people that write their own add-ons for World of Warcraft. I can do it and everything else, but when it comes to Gmod API and stuff, that I'm not so sure about. But there's wikis on there and stuff, so you can actually really easily do it. Yeah, yeah. You put in the download using, oh yeah, add CS. Yeah, yeah, for them to work. Yeah, that would be actually relatively easy because I'm pretty fluent in the general practices of Lua. Does that answer your question? New version gaming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, that's basically all this channel is about. Yeah, nothing but learning, dude. And that's what I'm trying to build a community of, like people like yourself that like to watch stuff like that. Is just and I'll like intentionally leave bugs in there and then show you guys, hey, this is the bug, this is how you fix it, just so you know people that just aren't familiar with languages like that can learn. But yeah, that's the community I'm trying to build on this channel. So if you're interested in watching more and stuff like that, I've got YouTube for C sharp, uh, a lot of C sharp stuff, and on my channel if you wanted to watch any of that or need somebody who does if you're doing Unity stuff. But Gmod, I'll actually tell you something about that. There's a lot of everything out there for Gmod. I bet you any amount of money, and it's popular. You could probably look at the forums and find so many people that have mods and things like that, or that's already done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, this is all I do on this one. So I wonder if I got my little. Did I get my little idiot pop up thing? No, probably is